Hello, Happy New Year. It has been such a hot minute since we sat down, had a chat, and did some makeup. I feel like all I've been posting is vlogs, which I love, but makeup content needs to come back. So here we are. So for Christmas, my darling Steph got me some Beauty Bay palettes, and I'm going to use one of them today. So this is the berries one. I am so excited. Actually, this wasn't for Christmas, this was for my birthday. I forget my birthday's in December. Sorry, yes, this was a birthday present, but just look at them shades. I need to use her. So, I've been on handy ChatGPT to try and get some inspiration because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. He's given me two options. So this is the first option. I really do like her, but am I capable? And this is the second option. Again, very, very similar. One's just slightly lighter. But I do think I like the darker one, so I don't know whether to give that a go. I am going for a bottomless brunch, so this really needs to work. I've already done my hair, and I've done my skincare, and I've already laid down my brows, because that takes a minute. But then I thought we could do the rest together. So first I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Steph got me onto this because in my old age of 31, I'm starting to crease on my eyes. I'm getting a bit more of a hooded eye, and she recommended this. I don't know if I'm using it right. Steph, if you're watching this, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just whacking her on there. Don't know really what else to do. How was everyone's Christmas? Did everyone have a lovely time? And did everyone have a lovely new year? Can you believe it's 2026? Where did last year go? It just seemed to absolutely fly. It was one of the worst years for Scott and I, but we pulled through. We got through it together. Do I need to leave that and let it dry down? But also what I'm going to use today, Scott got me some REM beauty products for Christmas. So he got me the concealer, which I'm really excited to try actually. I'm going to use it today. And also a blush, which looks so stunning. Just look at that colour. Could you be any more gorgeous? I don't know. He also got me the REM lip oil, and I love the applicator on this actually. It is so pretty. I just love the fact that it's like a little, it's very cooling, like a little metal ball on there. It's really cooling on the lips. It comes with a spatula. How cute. So he got me the concealer. I think it's the right shade. It looks light and I need a light shade, so I'm excited. So we're going to use that today too. I'm a bit nervous to do some eyeshadow because it's been so long since I was more creative with an eyeshadow, but it'll be fine. We've got this. So judging from the picture, I need to start going in. I'm going to go in with the shade Journal, I think it says. I'm just going to start packing her on. I feel like I could technically put her all over the lid and then add the glitter on after. But we can just start packing her on. I wanted to do a bit more of a glam look today because I've not done eyeshadow in so long. And I feel like I can't do it anymore. I feel like I've lost the skill. This mirror is filth. I am going to darken these as well with a little bit of a dark purple that's in this palette. I'm really looking forward to this year content wise. I think I'm going to get some really good content throughout the year. I've got 3 holidays that I am lucky to be going on. So in May I'm going to Disney with Cara. I am so beyond excited. I am such a Disney girl through and through, and you best believe I'm vlogging it. I'm gonna leave that little middle section slightly blank because even though it's not a halo eye as such, it is in a way. It'll make that glitter pop a little bit more, I think. But yeah, so I'm going to Disney in May with Cara, and then in September Scott and I go to Turkey for a week, which I'm really excited for. And then in October, me and 3 of my girls are going to Prague, which I'm really excited for. I need like a big fluffy brush to like smoke that out, just to really start diffusing those edges. One thing I do want to invest in this year is some new eyeshadow brushes. I do have loads, but I just feel like they're not good anymore because I've had them for so long. I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush and go in with a purple just to deepen that slightly. And in this palette it's called Risk. I just think the purple will really deepen that and give it a bit more dimension. Watch me do this and be like, I can do makeup still. I'm so grateful Steph got me these palettes actually because it has made me want to do makeup again. And I do have like an hour and a half, and when it comes to the base I can boss through that. I actually just don't even know what I'm wearing today, which is hilarious. So we're going to a place called 360 today for bottomless brunch. I've never been. It doesn't give it away by the title. It is a very tall skyscraper-esque building, and I believe it's on the top floor, and it's like the whole top floor, so you've got a 360 view of Newcastle. And we're going at 3 o'clock, so we should see the sunset. And actually, even though the weather has been horrific in the UK lately, it's not looking like a really bad day. All I'm doing, I'm kind of connecting that little top bit, because in the picture it's not left blank. But I'm really liking that so far, actually. Go me. How is everybody's January going? Have you got the Christmas blues? I actually, as much as I was looking forward to Christmas, I was ready for it to be over. I don't know, it didn't really feel like Christmas this year. I tried to get into the Christmas spirit. We put our tree up early. This year, I should say last year now. And it did feel festive, but I felt like there was something missing. I don't know what that was. So I feel like we've got a good little base on there. Deepening it ever so slightly more. I'm just making sure my crease is set, because that is where I tend to crease, funnily enough. Just really fancy doing makeup, you know? But I think that looks good. Maybe I use ChatGPT more often to give me ideas. I was just sat here like, I have no clue what to do with this palette. My brain's not braining, okay? Okay, so for the middle, I feel like I need to go in with a darker shimmer first and then work up to a lighter one. Just finding a good flat brush to use. Maybe one like this, and then I can spray it with some setting spray. Maybe my finger will be better, I don't know. I'm going to put a bit more of a sparkle on top of it in a moment. I just wanted something as like a little base for it. I have these glitters from Take Two Cosmetics, and that middle one is screaming for this look. Just give it a little swatch. Like, look at that. I can use that straight on the lid now. I do have this little Jordana t-shirt gummy twinkle stick. I've seen these all over my TikTok, and I wonder if one of these would look good on top, just to make it pop even more. I don't even know if that's picking up on camera, but yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So it is like a halo eye. And on this picture, she does have a black wing. So we're going to do that. I may have to go into concentration mode here. She does on the picture have like a little in the inner corner. But if I'm going to do that, I'll wait until the full look is like done, if that makes sense. I'll need to put concealer and stuff. But I quite like that, guys. We're going to quickly come off camera, do the other eye, and then we'll come back for the base. So, little jump scare later, both eyes are done. I think I'm happy with them. This one never goes as well, drives me insane. But here we are. We're going to move on to the base now. So as I say, I already put some skincare on. I think I am going to go in with my Maybelline Grippy Serum, just to make sure this stays in place, because I don't want it budging. And this is a really good tacky primer. Like, I've been really enjoying it when I've been using it. I really concentrate in the bits where I really go oily, which is around my forehead, in my T-zone, around my nose and my chin, and kind of around here where I tend to touch my face. But you'll be able to see, like, that is... She's tacky, and she will keep your foundation on. And I think, as always, I'm going to use my Vive foundation. She has my heart, guys. I'm just going to start off, I say a little bit, this is probably going to look like a lot to people, but just a little bit at first, just to blend her out and see how she's looking. This brush really needs a clean, so just ignore the state of my brushes. They are due a clean, but I wasn't doing that this morning. I just love the V foundation. It blends so nicely, and she's so, she's buildable. She can be sheer if you mix her with Skin Nova. It's just such a good little foundation. But anything Jamie does and the Vive team are just chef's kiss. I always like to push in my skin products, blend down the neck a little bit in circular motions because I don't want any harsh lines. But on the skin I like to just push it in rather than swipe. And I will go in with my beauty sponge as well, just to really blend her in. I always feel so much better when I put makeup on. I don't know what lashes to wear. I do have my tighty lashes. I think it's the half lash era lashes I have there. I don't know if they're going to look too small, but I do have, I think it's 90s Baby by Tatty Lashes. which are a bigger lash, but I think will look really nice with this look. I'm just going to go in with my sponge and just go over the entire face. One thing about a sponge, it's a workout because you just beat in your face. Now we're going to try the REM Beauty Concealer, courtesy of my other half. I don't really know how to do this. Do I use a spatula and warm it up on my hand? I don't know. Okay, I've done that. I've put it on my hand. I've never really used a pot concealer before. I do have, Scott got me a Vive sculpted complexion brush for Christmas, so I'm gonna use her. I'm just gonna put her in the places where I want a bit of highlight, I guess. I'm just gonna start packing her out with the brush. Ooh, she seems nice. Blending nicely. It's bringing the lightness to the face that you would want. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I will go over it with a sponge as well, as always. That's a really nice concealer. I think I like it. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Now I look ghostly. We need to add some warmth. So Vive bronzer time. You'll see a running theme here as always. A lot of it is Vive or REM now. It's just good products. And I'm just gonna add some warmth back into the face. I actually think this blush is going to look so nice with this eye look. I don't really contour my nose. I just kind of chuck a bit of bronzer on. I'm not really fussed about sculpting my nose to the gods, to be honest. I just like to add colour back into my skin because I always think I look ghastly without. Like, I already think that's starting to look so much better. I did bring that slightly too low down, but that's one thing about good using a sponge. You can just pat it all back and it fixes the issue. And then on my chin, because I look like I'm just one piece. Really happy with that. So I used to do my base now, I feel like I can just bash out my base so quick. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of this REM blusher. I think this is Callback. I'm just going to swatch her on my hand just so I know what I'm playing with. Yeah, she's going to look gorgeous with this. And I'm just going to put a little bit on. How good is that combo? And I'm just going to start packing her out with my blusher brush. See how she blends, because I've not used an REM blush before, but oh my god, that is stunning. Very creamy and blends like a dream. And with the eyes, that looks amazing. I like to bring mine quite close to the eyeshadow so it looks kind of like she blends together. In true Glinda form, I'm obsessivated. I'm really happy I picked this shade. So for Christmas I sent Scott a list, and when it comes to makeup, obviously he's going to get freaked out if he has to pick shades himself. So when I was sending him makeup links, I sent him like the shade colours. This is stunning. Gorge. And I always like to just keep going back in with the sponge just to blend things together. Helps with the seamlessness, I guess. Now for highlighter, I will be going in with my liquid highlighter from Vive, and this is in Ballerina. I feel like because we're going for quite a pinky look, put a little bit of this on and then blend her out with a brush. Gorgeous. I love that highlighter. And just use the leftover on the other high points of your face. Now at this point, I like to spritz my face with some setting spray just to help bring some moisture in. And I know it's liquid products, but just bring some moisture in, help set that before powders, but avoid the eyes. So now that that should be pretty much set, I'm going to go in with a Vive face palette and just kind of go over the powders that we've just put on just to really set them in place. And also just to add a little bit more depth. Again, I'm all about the depth over here. And because I'm feeling very Glinda, I'm going to go in with my REM Beauty Wicked blush palette. And this is the Cherry Blossom palette. And the shades in here are just absolutely stunning. And I think I'll probably go in with this end one here. Just a little touch of it. Just to bring that blush back to life a tiny bit. I always find with cream products they can kind of get lost on the face, so I like just to bring it all back to life with a little bit of powder if we're going for a full glam look, which clearly today we are. I feel like in the camera I look crazy, but I think it's because I look so small. And like as I was saying, I haven't done a full beat look in so long, and even at this point I will still go in with my sponge around this area, because you don't want your blusher or your bronzer to be sitting around this area because it makes you look really squished together. You really want to look like it's in the right place. Now to add some more highlighter to the game, I'm going to use this Take Two Cosmetics Glow Getters Only highlighter. This is a stunning colour. This was in Angel Dust. She is so pretty and she packs a punch. She might not look like much there, but oh my god, she is stunning. But what about the glass looking-esque skin? I'm pretty sure it was Steph again. If you couldn't tell, Steph does influence me a lot. Not only is she one of my best friends, but she influences me so much when it comes to makeup. But she said, scrap the clean girl. 2016 makeup is coming back. Okay, so at this point we want to set our T-zone. So I'm going to go in with the H&B Soft Focus Loose Powder. I'm really running out of this stuff. I haven't got much left at all. So I will use what I have. I do have some. And I'm going to go in with my sponge and pick some up and just press this in. It's kind of like baking. Just helps start to set them T-zone areas. You get oiling. I will go in with a Vive powder as well for the rest of my face, but I like to use this on the centre. And it's quite blurring as well, which I quite like. And I'll literally let that sit for a couple of seconds, if that. Grab my Vive powder. I'm not going to show you this because I'm very much hit pan and I really need a new one. It's looking a bit grim. I'm just going to start dusting over the other areas of the face. Just lightly. Start sweeping around where we've just put that other powder. It's like a little cocktail mix of powders. And it should mean that we're set and we're not moving. So now it's time for the under eye before we stick the lashes on. So I think I'm gonna, if I just quickly go back to the picture, I know she has her eye closed, but it looks like quite a dark lower lash line. So I'm gonna put some black liner in my waterline. And then I'm gonna put on the eyeshadow on the lower lash line, see how we're feeling. If I want to add that inner flick, I will, but I'm not too sure if I want it for this look. So I'm going to go in with that darker purple and just start sweeping her under the eye. And I'm going to grab a different brush altogether. I'm just using a slightly lighter pink just to blend that out a little. Really smoke her out. Oh god, she looks really smoky. Do I look like I've been punched in the face? Or does it look good? Be honest. I don't really think I need that inner corner flick for this look. It suits her, but I think the way I've done it I quite like. I am thinking of using the 90s baby lashes. We're just going to see how it's looking. I need to obviously trim this, but I'm just going to see what it looks like against the eye, just to get a gauge, you know? I feel like it's got to be these ones, but obviously trimmed because they are looking a bit wild. So I tend to trim off two of the outer things first and then gauge how I'm feeling. And I always cut, I don't know if I'll be able to see on camera, but I always cut this little bit off at the end that's not poking into my eye. I'm just going to give the band a little wiggle and then place her on just to, again, gauge how she's looking. This is not sticking them on at this point. Yes, it is them lashes all the way. So now I know I want these lashes, I can take the other one off and cut her to size, and I take off the exact same on this one as I did the first. Then we're gonna chuck on some mascara, so I'm gonna use the Vive Icon Mascara. This is stunning and really makes my lashes look big. To be fair, I've noticed in the last couple of months my lashes have been growing. I'm really happy with it, and the only things I've been using is the Vive Mascara and some UK Lash serum, but I do believe this Vive Mascara has some good stuff in it. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? What are your goals for 2026? Mine is to get back into makeup because it is something I really enjoy, and I need to be saving some money this year anyways, so I want to spend more time in this chair looking in this mirror doing some makeup again, because actually I've really enjoyed this. I don't know if it looks good, please tell me, but I have enjoyed sitting here. So before we do the bottom lashes, I will put on my top lashes. But for lip, I don't really know what I want to do. I think the lip product I want is downstairs. So I think we're going to do a lip, and I think I'm going to do the Jordan Lipscomb lip. Oh, sorry, I've just run up the stairs and now that's wiped me out. But I'm going to go in with the Beauty Crop Lipped Cream Jordan Lipscomb collab in Cookie Cup. Perfecto. Then we need to go in with the Lipped Cream in Kiss It Better. Again, Beauty Crop Jordan Lipscomb range. I need to remember to leave this out, so I remember to take it. I'm just going to go back in with the lip liner. So this is like the lip oil, and look, it's got a little charm of cobes on it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We're going to go in with this on top. We may as well, it's a shiny look. But now it's time for the lashes. So I'm going to use my trusty duo glue. I'm finally able to use it again. My eyes started reacting to it about this time last year, but I think I just had a dud bottle because I've been off it for a year, tried it again because one of my friends, Lucy, said, why don't you just try it again? You might have had a dud bottle. Don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. Use it again, absolutely fine. Put a little bit on the lid where the lash is going to stick, because it kind of makes it a little bit like Velcro, and it'll just stick. But I'm really liking this look. I think it's come together actually. Now that the lip is on, the lashes are about to go on. This isn't my outfit for today, but I needed something warm and cozy, and I really like this jump. It's not even a jumper, it's a cardigan layer. It's from TikTok shop, and I really, really enjoy it. It's longer at the back than it is the front. It just looks really cool. And I'm pretty good for time because it is 1:15 and I have about half an hour. I always like to look down when sticking a lash on. Yeah, it was this kind of lash that was needed. I've just got some of that glue actually on my lashes. That is pretty much us done. I just need to do my bottom mascara. There it is. Right in front of my face. And then I need to set my face and then we're done. So again, just going in with the Vive Icon Mascara. Just to give it a little bit of something. I feel like it really opens the eyes, to be honest. Again, try and avoid the eyes because you don't want any setting spray to get onto the eyes to make it crease if that's something you struggle with. I'm just doing the good old lash pinch just to make sure they are there. But this is the finished look. I think I'm really happy with how this turned out actually. And these tones are just my vibe at the moment. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But thanks for watching if you've stayed this long. I really hope that in 2026 it brings you nothing but peace, love and happiness. And I'm manifesting a good year for us all because some of us included need it. 2026 is going to be the year, and I promise to make more makeup content because it's giving me the itch. It's giving me the itch. I hope you enjoy whatever you're doing this weekend as well, or to be fair, this would have been posted on a Sunday, so I hope you enjoyed your weekend and I really hope to catch you in the next one. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps and I really do appreciate it. I appreciate every little interaction I get because I'm just trying to make a little safe space in this corner of the internet, and I really enjoy posting. And I've just realised I haven't done my brows, so scratch everything I've just said and let's quickly do the brows because I wanted to use my new fine brow thing. It's been really good. It looks like 3 little brushes. I used it the other day and I was obsessed. It just adds that little bit of shape back to your brow if you need it. I'm quite lucky with my brows really. How could I forget my brows, guys? How on earth did that happen? I just got carried away clearly. And on the other side, so I just forgot to show you, it is just like a one brush stroke, which I really like to use at the front because I don't like that to look as bold, if that makes sense. Now we're done. So yes, again, I'm now gonna actually leave because we now have finished the look. But as I said before, please like, comment, share, subscribe. One of them, all of them, whatever you feel like doing, because it really helps me and I really want to make this side of the internet a little safe space where you can come and enjoy some makeup content, some vlogs, even leave other video suggestions in the comments. I'm open to it because I just enjoy making content for you guys. But I hope to see you in the next one, and again, Happy New Year, and I hope you have an amazing 2026.